My name is Brightstar and welcome to Rebuilding Brightstar. Today is going to be a random episode, so let's have a seat and talk. Are you ready? Today we need to talk about putting your family first. I actually don't feel like having a conversation. I've been postponing sitting in front of this for like the last 2 hours. I was editing a video, I was busy doing a few stuff because I feel like I do not have something to talk today. What am I rebuilding today? Okay, let's start from how was my day? My day was supposed to be very great, and it was great still, but it still had some challenges because one of the team members, I don't know, she had an issue with my grandmother. My grandmother is always with us at work, so they had an issue. So I was trying to solve that yesterday, and then today morning, I was still trying to solve the same issue. And that's not how I had planned my day. I had planned my day to be like really smooth and just, you know, but life had other plans, yeah? It had other plans. And so I had to like make a decision, and the hardest thing for me is always let go for team member. But this team member wasn't like getting along with my grandmother, and so I had to I really need people who can respect my grandmother in my team. Now, I don't know. Anytime I have to say bye-bye to someone, honestly, it drains me. So I've had headache like the whole day. I value people so deeply. But we are in rebuilding Brightstar, right? So we are rebuilding that part of me, and the part of me that's, attachment, detachment. I do not take it so well to let go. I don't. I struggle so much. And even when I started out, I used to really, really cry every time I would have to say bye to someone. And I did not understand why. Let me show you my feet. I did not understand why until recently when I was in therapy, and the therapist told me that, my life had a lot of instability when I was growing up. So it's always going to be an issue to attach and detach, unfortunately. So it's something I really have to unlearn. Just people come to work for a reason and for a season and just be okay. But there's no literally any time, even if maybe the team member, maybe I'm the one in the wrong, I will reflect later and be like, okay, maybe I was the one in the wrong. But even if the team member had wronged me so many times, I always end up so drained. So yeah, today was one of those days, and I tried to just have, a good day, but I was emotionally drained. But in rebuilding this season of Brightstar, we are going to be drained and still do some work. So I was able to still, edit some video. I was able to still have a meeting with some team members. I was able to have a conversation with a few. I was still able to do things, but the reality of the matter is I've not been okay today. I was like, no, I really want a stable life. Why is it that there's a lot of instability? But in my rebuilding season, in rebuilding Brightstar, I am also learning that it's okay. It's okay to just let go, people. And I'm also learning, to just, I don't know. But yeah, my head hurts so badly. I was saying today we are going to talk about choosing family. Honestly, I feel like the hardest thing that I've had in business is I brought my grandmother to work with me, and it has been so hard balancing her and the team. Not so many team members, just two people maybe, and it's very hard to make them understand each other, honestly. But I've had to be choosing to keep the team members. I don't know if it makes sense, but when there are cases, the first instinct would be to let someone go, but I don't do that. I just sit down and I weigh this and this and I keep them. But today, starting today, in rebuilding Brightstar, I've chosen to just put my grandmother first. If you cannot respect my grandmother, I want you gone. And that's a very hard decision to make because I want to keep my grandmother and I still want to keep my team. But also, I need to have a stand, and I even had a conversation with other team members who've not been so okay with my grandmother, and I told him, you know, my grandmother is now old, like not so old, but she's a little bit aged. So you never know what will happen to her in the next 5 years. And I want the last few years of her life to be memorable with me. So I am not going to allow anyone to disrespect her. I've literally had that conversation. I am not going to have anyone disrespect her. And I want her to have good memories. And this is because I was reflecting about my relationship with Mom Rose when I was living with her, and I realized part of the reason I don't have many regrets with Mom is that I was literally there with Mom. We slept in the same bed. We spent time together. I wrote her cards. I spent time with her, and there were no many arguments. So my last moments with her before she got sick are very beautiful moments, and that's the best thing. So I want the same with my grandmother, and I do not want it to be an issue where it's her and my team. Like, I want my team to be in sync with her and to respect her. And so today I choose to choose my grandmother. I struggled so much in the past. Like, I've struggled so much in the past to just make a decision, honestly. Not about my grandmother, I'm saying generally. If there are two things that are happening in my life and there's conflict between my friends, or what, I just want to be in the middle because I do not want to lose any. But part of rebuilding my life will be making choices and making decisions and being okay with them, and not wanting to make everyone happy. I think that is the biggest thing I've really, really struggled with. I want to cater for everybody. I want to be there for everybody. And that has cost me more harm than it did good. The reality of the matter is, I kept feeling if I don't make decisions. Now, this is outside work. I mean, in life, if there's conflict and I don't make a decision, then I'm good. Like, I'm not going to be the bad person. But then I realized that didn't help me in any way. And so going forward, I am going to be making decisions and sticking to them. And I want to prioritize family, spend time with my grandmother. My grandmother has literally been there for me for the last, almost 2 years. When I've not been okay, my mental health was not okay. And I didn't even realize, but she's constantly there. I noticed, was it yesterday, but and I noticed every day my grandmother has come to the office. She's always bringing me sweets. She's always bringing me food. She's literally been there. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. But even when I gave up on myself, because I did. Like, the last few months, I had given up on myself. And I stopped dreaming. I stopped being the Brightstar that I used to be. My grandmother never stopped seeing me through the life of Brightstar. Like, she still treated me like her baby, and the saddest thing about being sad or going through a lot in life is that sometimes you do not even see the love that is in front of you. For the last few months, I've just been feeling, I'm all by myself, but then I miss to see the love of the most important person, and that's my grandmother. She's never given up on me, even when I did give up on myself. She's been there. And I remember, I think last week when I was going to see the therapist, that day I was literally, my thoughts were everywhere. And when I was thinking, I was like, maybe I will be better if I'm not in this world. I had those thoughts. And I looked at my grandmother and I was asking myself, what would she do if I'm not okay? Oh God, I'm sorry. Rebuilding should not have tears. Rebuilding should not have tears. It should be a happy space, but forgive me for today. So I was like, oh my goodness, what would she do? And I remember telling her, I was like, Grandma, you need to embrace, someday I may not be there. And she was literally stressed. Literally stressed. Let me take a moment. Let's continue. So I was saying, she never gave up on myself, and I need to part of rebuilding my life is just embracing my life and embracing the most important people in my life, and the fact that I have had love and good love for my grandmother. I think that is one thing that I am doing in this rebuilding season, and choosing family. And sometimes when we say choose family, we think, you know, yeah, we know it has to be everybody, but sometimes it just means taking care of the few people who believe in you. So today is the first time like I made a decision, and I'm so happy, and I'm gonna keep making the decision. And so, what are you rebuilding today where family is concerned? Have you called your mom for some time? Have you talked to her? Have you seen your children? Have you been there for your friends, for your family? I kind of feel like it's just a small decision that we do every day, but we can actually make a big difference. Part of my resolution for rebuilding Brightstar is showing love and support to the family members who've actually given me the same amount of energy. Now, the biggest challenge that I have is this: when I'm going through so much, I do not want family in my business. Like, I want to be alone. And I think that makes me push away people who genuinely care for me. So the rebuilding and choosing family is also allowing them to be there for me without me feeling as if I need to be alone. I think I just need to be like, appreciate the years, the time I have when they are still alive. I don't want them to be gone. And then I spend the rest of my years not embracing them. So yeah, that's interesting. And I think the other thing that I think I explained it. The letting go without being hurt. I am rebuilding Brightstar to appreciate it. When people come to your life, it's for a season and for a reason. And when they leave, I should not crash out because they have, especially the team members, because the hiring and firing literally just drains me. But yeah, this whole thing. Yeah, I made a call to one of the girls, like three girls actually. No, one girl. We did a call. Then two, I sent messages. So I'm looking for a replacement of the girl who left today. And that's not something that I normally do. So I am rebuilding my strengths and my ability to replace people, like to just be okay with getting new team members. I remember my brother the other day. My brother is called Waganjo. That's Mama Rose's last born sign. So he told me that I need to get the emotion out of business, and I think that's what I'm learning to do. Like, I need to like just be okay with letting people go. We just be okay with replacing. Just be okay and knowing that this is life and business is business. And I think today the biggest part of rebuilding is that I have had this feeling for a while. Like every time I'm peaceful, something goes wrong. And that hasn't sat well with me. At some point, I think prior, like 6 months before, I started feeling like probably I am cursed. I was like, maybe because I'm the first person in my family to break generational, patterns, and the first person in my family to try and make it. Maybe I am cursed. I've never believed in curses, honestly. I believe in blessings, but I've never believed in curses. But something about the many challenges I experienced made me believe that. And I think that is where my spirit was broken so much. And that is what I need to rebuild. Because today, when that happened, instead of looking at myself as a victim and saying, "Oh, Brightstar, why did this happen again? You're cursed?" No, I didn't do that. Today I was just like, it's business, it's life. Like, business has challenges today, tomorrow, the other day. And just because I will literally pay anything to just go for like 2 weeks without any drama, anything coming up, the fact that every day I'm dealing with challenges, it's just fine. And I think that's a very big step towards rebuilding my life. Because, oh my goodness, every time I'm relaxing, every time I'm just sitting down, something just comes up. And last year, I was like super, super tired of it. I was like, God, how am I supposed to breathe? Like, how am I supposed to do anything for myself? Because every time I have these big plans, maybe to launch something, to do something, something just goes wrong. And honestly, it will drain me so much. But we are rebuilding, and part of rebuilding is just being okay with uncertainties, just going on even when things don't work out, and just understanding that this is life happening to me. and it happens to everyone, and I should not just feel sorry for myself and feel like if I have bad luck, because the moment I start believing that, I just break. So today I was like, this is life. I wanted to have that part where I'm sad, but I was like, this is life. Yes, my head hurts, but this is life. But honestly, my rebuilding journey, I hope I can actually rebuild and have some days when I'm just like, okay, like there's nothing that is about to happen, because I'm always like, my nervous system right now lives in a lot of fear, like I don't know what is the next thing that is gonna go wrong, and that's not the best way to live. So I hope I can fix my finances, I can fix my life, and I just breathe maybe for like a week or two, because honestly, I would want to do that in this rebuilding season. So yeah, what are you rebuilding today? Today was one of those days I just wanted to skip. I didn't want to share. I just felt it was too heavy to have on a discussion on camera, but I have made the promise to myself that every day I'm gonna do this rebuilding Brightstar. I may not post them actually, but even if I don't, it's it's going to help me like remember this journey, because it has been it has been. Oh yeah, and yesterday night I posted in WhatsApp. I don't post in WhatsApp, so I posted a status, and I was like, I can't believe I'm not recorded for like this year. I can't wait to go back to recording. And I did not scroll the whole night. I did not scroll, so I edited 2 YouTube videos, and that was like, I clapped for myself. That's the first time in a long time I've utilized my night well. It's like I had spiraled totally. So I mean, just being able to edit 2 videos, like focus, not scroll, not go on social media, that was really a big one for me for rebuilding Brightstar. That was a big one. And in case you're there and you try not to scroll, that was that is a big thing, and I'm proud of you. So yesterday I was so proud of myself. I edited videos. I slept, but then I woke up. My nervous system is like, it now wakes up at 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. And then I can't be able to go back to sleep again. So I'm trying to also know if I need to regulate my sleep. Like, I have some medication that I was given. I think I'll do that tomorrow, but I'm not sure if I want to take medication. But my sleep pattern has not been so well, so I hope I can also be able to sleep. So yeah, I was literally proud of myself. And then again, something else that I'm rebuilding and that happened today is that when I was overwhelmed, I found myself scrolling. Like every time my nervous system gets overwhelmed or something goes wrong, I want to scroll, and I can scroll for hours, like 3 4 hours. But today I scrolled for like 10 20 minutes, and then I called myself and I was like, God, I'm proud of you. God, I'm proud of you. So I didn't. So if you're there, please tell me, what are you rebuilding? What did you do great today that you're proud of yourself? What steps, what parts of your life are you rebuilding? Are we in this journey together? Because honestly, this is unscripted. This is a very safe place, and I would want to hear your journey. Please share with me, what are you rebuilding? What are you committing yourself to? And in case you feel it's too late, no, it's not. Bye bye. See you in the next video. I forgot to say this, that I paid something that I hadn't paid for a while. And that I'm so proud of myself. I mean, when it comes to sharing some of these things, I'm not so comfortable in front of the camera. But I paid something today. And I'm proud of myself, step by step. Like when you find yourself in the middle of so many things, then you need to start doing them step by step. And I kind of feel like that was the first step to me, starting to doing the things that I've always wanted to do, and I didn't do them because I kept feeling overwhelmed. So just one, it was not so much, but the fact that I paid that, I was really, really proud of myself.